someone else. Let's talk about the only couple who stands. I don't know how they just like, they seem so organically happy together. I mean, I like that about them. I really do like Milicevi and Terrence creatives. And we ran the story back a little while ago. So a few years ago, Terrence says he used to struggle. I had a struggle. What was the struggle, Mr. Terrence? He said, every time we'd get into a matatu, men would be talking about my wife. Men would be spanking on my wife's behind. Men would be, ogling very verbally and consciously over my wife. And that used to annoy me. So nikapiga watu, nilipigana na watu, nikachoka. Nikasema, dear God, deliver us from this matatu lifestyle, okay? And that's when they upgraded and got their first Nissan Note. Now, this story is a callback to where they started. They were matatu gang, then they got a Nissan Note. So, put a pin on that. Let's come to the realities that is now. On her birthday, Milicevi was gifted a beautiful blue Vitz by her husband. And she was so happy. They took a cute picture together in front of the car. And she was like, oh my God, you have delivered us. I remember when we used to da-da-da-da. So that's when the story was flashback to when my husband used to fight with these other men because of blah, 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 blah. And she's saying how blessed she is that her husband got to the point where he could buy her this particular car. And she was so proud of it. But netizens being netizens, mukaenda kukoroga, mukaenda mukorogs. Now, netizens are like, aye, you ndio gari amekununulia. You know? Aye, that's what you guys are buying. Guy, me we thought, guy. All the guys came through, my God. And ultimately, she had one message for all of you. She said this, in her words, we have learned to appreciate taking the stairs in all our investments, and we have vowed never shall we live above our means to please people. We live to please God and doing good and impacting the society and teaching them to take the stairs. Sita omba Range Rover ni gift in quotes, bibi yangu birthday ndio ni trend. That is not who we are. Sitaki pressure, maisha nzuri ni kupeleka kujikuna ujipatapo ama kujikuna unapojifikia. Hapo ndio unaweza, uwezo wangu umenifikisha kwa sasa. Pole pole, Mungu atazidi kutuneemesha, that word, kwa wakati wake. And I'm like, okay, I love it. And of course, this was them in solidarity saying, look, we are just going to do what we can when we can. The pressure of the internet, the pressure of the people, the criticism, yada, 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 guy, kadudu. How many people can afford to do this? Can you people be serious? Anyway, she did give a beautiful message of thanks. She said, God, thank you for blessing my husband. 5 years ago, a simple birthday cake would have been a far reach or would have been far-fetched. Thanks for the congratulations messages. I am happy, I am blessed, and I'm favored. Our parking will have 2 cars. Wewe shinda hapo na makoro, which I say, yes. Yes. I was just having a conversation offline with Turi before we started the show about how, for me, it's an irritating thing whenever I find that people are like faking a lifestyle or pretending or purporting to be someone who they're not for the purposes of being likable enough, for the purposes of being, exalted and put on a pedestal of, yeah, okay, oh my God, she's doing so well, he's doing so well, look at them thriving. But at the end of the day, you're living in weird mental health conflicted spaces simply because your reality is not matching up to the things that you're purporting and showing online. And this will obviously lead to a lot of issues down the line. So my opinion and my perspective has always been, just be okay with who you are, where you are. And when you end up becoming that guy who's actually buying the Range Rover, being that girl who's actually buying that Range Rover Evoque, we're going to clap, because what? You came from, I remember when, and look at you now. However, life is not always a clear and straight line, and therefore, simply because I want to live my life that way doesn't mean everyone else should. To each their own. But you guys, congratulations on your new car, and happy belated birthday to Milicevi and Terrence. Good job for showing up and showing up for your wife like this.
I love this couple. I've actually just yesterday watched the roast of Terrence Creative, and it was brutal. I love this Kenyan roast, but in this particular roast, I really enjoyed that episode simply because of such a good what a good sport he is, and there's a way he portrays himself, like, like he doesn't get what's going on. But he is highly intelligent because his comebacks were quick, quick, quick. He's just a full-on entertainer, and I feel like we don't give Terrence the credit that we need to give him. As in, for me to enjoy a roast and not feel cringe, that was good. Anyway, on to the story of the car. Congratulations to you guys, because it's not just easy to buy a car. As in any car, it's such a sacrifice. And he did this. He put aside money because he could see. Because, every day dropping your wife, frustrations with cab drivers. As somebody who's currently in the ghetto, let me tell you, cab drivers will frustrate you. And yes, they have showed us the journey from them using matatus to them having cab money to them having their cars and, a family car where Terrence is driving them around, which is still an achievement. How many of you have a V8? Okay, they already have a big car in their garage, in their parking lot. So you guys, before you start coming for somebody, you need to keep it quiet. Okay, congratulations to you guys. You're doing well, you're thriving, you're looking good, and good for you. And you all have lost weight collectively, as in, wanna shine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, things are just, looking up for them. On to